The final race on the final day of the Biathlon World Championships, Korea hosting it for the very first time. And after a tricky start, it's been very well organised and we've had some excellent racing. There is one more to go. It could be the highlight of the championships. The men's 4x7.5 relay due off at 1/4 the hour. It's 19:15 local time in Pyeong Chang. And just after 10 o'clock in the UK. I hope you're sitting tight, looking forward to this one. Austria are the #1 ranked team in the men's relay. And I guess because of that, they start as favourites. They've been the most consistent this year. And they had an incredible race yesterday in the men's mass start, taking both gold and silver to deny Bjorndalen the 4 gold medals. Well, there's been one race already today. If you were with us, you may well have seen it, the women's mass start. And what an event it was. One of those going right down to the wire. And in the end, it was Olga Zaitseva, who already had 2 individual bronzes to her name, just claiming the gold. Well, it started early on. The top 10 seeds all getting the front row, and a very quick start from Sleptseva of Russia, wearing the red hat on the left of your screen. Kadi Wilhelm also got a good start, but then fell and lost a lot of ground, and I suspect doing some damage to the rifle. Henkel it was who really set the pace early on, clear on both prone shoots. Henkel looking for her first title at these championships. Started well, and then shot 14 and 15 were a problem. Those 2 misses opened the door for one Olga Zaitseva, who has been skiing incredibly well all week. A miss from Zaitseva meant the advantage was limited. A rare miss from Helena Jonsson of Sweden meant that she didn't manage to break free from the field. And on the 4th lap, with 1 shoot still to go, the top 6 athletes separated by no more than 55 meters. Zaitseva it was in control. Slovakia's Kuzmina on the race of her life in the silver medal position, and Helena Jonsson still threatening should others make mistakes. But it was Zaitseva who held her nerve on the final shoot and outskied Kuzmina on the last lap. So gold for Russia, their 2nd of the championships. Kuzmina, the first medal for the Slovakians, her first ever medal, by far and away her best ever result. And Helena Jonsson, the gold medalist from the individual, adding the bronze in the mass start. So that was a quick summary of the women's mass start this morning. Another brilliant finish, and we're hoping for more of the same this evening in the men's 4x7.5 relay. All the big teams are in there. I can tell you we've got the biggest field of the season with 26 nations entered. Wearing #1, it will be Austria, Norway 2, Germany wearing 3. The race coming up in just a moment. We're live in Pyeong Chang for the last race of the Biathlon World Championships. The teams just going through their last preparation, 4 in each team. 7.5 kilometers to be skied. Remember, 8 rounds for each of the shoots. So 8 rounds to hit the 5 targets. And with the best wind conditions we've had this week, it should not be a problem. Now, it's been a fairly interesting affair on the relays this season. And Austria have certainly been one of the big surprises. Not only have they won 2 relays, but they haven't finished out of the podium places so far this year. They lead the World Cup rankings with 220 points out of a possible 240. And because of that, they are the favourites today. Now, do they see themselves as the favourites? Here's Christoph Suman. Says, no, we don't see ourselves as the favourites. For sure, people are putting us there. But to be honest, we know that we don't have the strong history in the result. He says their tactics this year have been to ski well and make up for mistakes on the range by skiing fast. And it's a tactic that has worked well for them so far. But they know they've got to be accurate today if they're going to be successful.
Wir können das Tempo in der Spur mitbestimmen und machen sehr, sehr wenige Fehler am Schießplatz. Und das ist, glaube ich, der Grundstein für den Erfolg.
So Christoph Suman not short of a word or two, but don't worry, the competition certainly isn't dead. We've got the Norwegians to worry about. They won the last relay before the World Championships. That took place in Ruhpolding, and they were on fire there, and they'll be hoping that they can add gold. Certainly, I think Austria, Russia, Germany will know that Norway are the ones to beat today, with Oleinen Bjørndalen on the anchor leg, as he has been so many times. But Bjørndalen looking a little tired yesterday. What does he think of their chances?
Individuell sind wir sehr stark, aber beim Staffel haben wir ein bisschen verpasst.
Saying in the relay we've been a little bit off the mark so far this year. Our performances haven't been optimal, but he knows that they'll attack and they'll try and do what they did in 2005 when they won the title in Hochfilzen on Austrian snow. So who will it be? Austria, Norway we've mentioned, Germany, never forget them. They used to win just about every relay, but they haven't had it their own way. They haven't in fact won a relay since they took the Olympic title back in 2006. This would be absolutely the right day to break that record. And then Sweden ranked 4, Russia ranked number 21 are the defending champions. Day. What a shame they haven't been here for the last 8 days. Let's have a look at the start list. Austria, Norway, Germany are 1, 2 and 3 on the seed list. Sweden in 4. France with 2 medals in the last 2 days. Can they make it 3 in 3? Further down the order, the Swiss are good. If they can just all put in optimal performances, then they could finish in the top 5. Great Britain ranked number 17. Russia, as I mentioned, ranked number 21. They were disqualified from every relay they've entered this year because of Yuroshenko's doping offence, and so don't be fooled by their ranking position. They are certainly in the top 4. Whether they can hold on to Germany, I'm not sure. Let's just run through the teams in the main teams, or we'll go through the front runners. Starting for Russia is Yevgeny Ustikov, only ranked number 48 in the world. So Russia have got to survive the first leg to stand a chance. They've left out Kruglov, they've left out Makaviv, and so a somewhat weakened team. For Austria, it's Dani Mesetic who starts. Ada Landertinger-Suman making up the rest of the quartet. Pinter and Eberhardt have been left out. Norway, well, it's Svensson, the former World Cup leader, taking the first leg. Berger, Hannevold, Bjørndalen are in there. No Alexander Ost. Germany with Mickey Roche go first. Stefan Pfeiffer and Mickey Grice. Sweden, it's Magnus Jonsson who goes first for them. Nielsen, Bjorn Ferry, sort of recovered. I don't think he's 100%, but he's going to race, and Bergman taking the last leg. France with Vincent J. Vincent de France takes the second leg, and then the 2 Fourcade is taking legs 3 and 4. Bilanenko goes first for Ukraine, wearing 6. Alongside him, De Lorenzi of Italy. The Italians, without any medals so far, could desperately do with a good result in the men's relay. And Belarus, who won in 1999, 10 years ago. Can they do it again today? Outsiders, certainly. Michael Schlesinger, it's been a poor run so far for the Czech Republic. This would be a good day to put in a top 5. And Slovenia, with Dokl, Maritz, Bauer and Rupnik, are lightning quick, but can they show the consistency and accuracy on the range? Moments to go before the start of the men's 4x7.5 relay. The last gold medal to be decided. Should Norway, Germany or Russia take the win, whoever takes it will finish on top of the medal table, and away they go. A good start from lane 4. That's Magnus Jonsson of Sweden, but alongside him, Vincent J of France has got a good lead of a metre or so. Schlesinger of the Czech Republic is up there in the lead, expecting to see Svensson competing. Now, Emil Hegler Svensson has been given the first leg for Norway. He certainly was below par yesterday in the men's mass start. And those of you who have been following the racing here in Korea will know that Svensson was ill at the beginning of the week. He missed the sprint, he missed the pursuit. He still hadn't recovered in time for the individual. He missed the mixed relay. And he finally, because he had a free place in the mass start, he got a start in that. But he wouldn't have started had he been taking anyone else's place. But as the defending champion, he had a free position anyway. Now we'll try and pick out some of the minor teams. China, you can see with Pyeong Chang wearing 26. Number closer to the camera, that looked like Korea with In-bok Lee wearing 24. And Mickey Rush, I think, has taken the lead. Yes, it is Rush. Now, apologies to those of you. One or two emails coming in saying why have we got a different format on our screens. Everyone in a position, a transition phase at the moment with the formats, broadcast formats being used, and we will sort that out as soon as possible. USA 7th at the moment. USA wearing bib 12. You'll no doubt recognise their suits when you see them. They're on the far side, and Lowell Bailey has the first leg. Tim Burke, who I think really has been the most consistent American on the tour this year, he takes the second leg, so maybe we'll see the Americans challenge at that stage. Now, Austria are not going to let Germany get away, and Mickey Rush is really flying. He's lost his accuracy a little. Look how quick it is. We could see one or two fallers, but generally the first leg is the hardest. Little step turns, one or two of them not comfortable. Nice turn there from the Russians. Yevgeny Ustikov making up 4 or 5 places with some good alpine skills and taking a nice tight line. And Russia have to do that because they started so far down the order. And Ustikov has a tough job here. I guess there was no point Russia putting their best runner first because they were always going to be held up starting back on the third lane. So Germany leading, Austria in second. That looks like Svensson to me in third. And well, he closes down that gap without any trouble at all. Maybe some sensible skiing there from Svensson. Italy are up there with De Lorenzi on leg number 1. Norway have put their youngest first, and Norway with the oldest team, apart from Svensson, who's 23, Berger at 29, Hannevold at 39, and Oleana Bjorndalen now 35. So their average age well over 30. Compare that to Germany, who've gone pretty young with Roche at 25, Steffen 23, Pfeiffer new into the team at 21. They've put their veteran last. Mickey Grice goes last for Germany at 32. And that's been one of the changes over the years. 2-3 years ago, 27-28 expected to be the time of maturity for a biathlete where they hit their prime, but with the likes of Svensson coming through, Landertinger coming through for Austria, only 20. Svensson, of course, now 23. And Germany with one or two young skiers who are starting to hold their own against the big names. The training has changed for the youngsters. Much more weight training early on, just to ensure that they're strong enough to contend. So if you haven't decided where to put your money, it may well be too late already, but let me tell you that Germany have won 3 of the last 10 major titles in this event. The last time they won was the Olympics in 2006, and that was the very last relay that they won. Russia have won the last 2 championships, so maybe they are the ones to perform at the big occasion. And of course, the order in 2007 and 2008 was exactly the same. Russia in gold, Norway silver, Germany bronze. And it could happen again today. Certainly, Austria are likely to mix it up. The last time the Austrians got a medal was in 2005 when they won the bronze on their home snow in Hochfilzen. So, Austria lane 1, Norway with Svensson in 2, Mickey